Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I got some kind of different news, bad news, good news, and I don't know how else to explain it. I'll start with about 3 days ago I had a dream and in this dream it was very weird and it made me emotional when I woke up. Well, in the dream, then I woke up still emotional. But I had a dream that this enormous clear orb, it was enormous, bigger than me, came to me, and I heard a voice say, "We have to take Phoenix," which is my dog. And I said, "Why?" And I don't remember what was said or anything, but they told me they needed to take it. And inside that orb was two or three solid, smaller purple orbs that looked like they were floating on top of a liquid. And the liquid was like half filled in the clear orb. I was kind of upset, and I don't recall if I gave them permission or what, I don't know. But I got upset, and I knew I didn't want him to go. And somehow it felt like I was underwater, but I don't think I was in water at all. But I remember looking up, and the big orb, let me back up a little bit, the orb came over and like rolled over my dog, and he popped up in there somehow. And then I saw the orb going over me, and it looked like he was swimming in that liquid, and then the purple orbs were going around him. And I had this impression that he was going to be dissolved in that liquid. And I remember getting upset and kind of scared. I didn't want him to suffer or anything, so I was really scared. And then the next minute, I saw a man standing in front of me, and he reached out his arms indicating he wanted to give me a hug. I'd only seen him from here down, and I had the sense that we were standing in water. And that's was a lot in this dream. Sorry, I'm holding this by a little hand tripod. But anyway, I went and hugged this guy, and now that I look back, I think I was emotional when I did that. And then when I was hugging him, I felt comforted, of course. I told my daughter about it the next morning because it had bothered me, and I didn't think anything of it. Saturday night, I was outside, and my dog Phoenix was outside, and I was on my phone, and I had looked over at him. Something just made me look over at him, and it looked like he stepped in a indention in our yard because his hip kind of twisted. So I watched him, and then it looked like he was fixing to go number 2 outside. And I thought, okay, he's okay. So I got back on my phone, and then the next thing I heard was like a heavy panting. And I don't know if he whined or not. I can't remember. And I heard his claws scraping at the back deck, which was wood. And I looked over there, and he was on his butt, and he was scratching at the deck like he was trying to get up, but he couldn't get up. He was like paralyzed from his back hips down. So I got up and went and told my ex that I needed help getting him up, because I went over there to try to help him up, and he could not get up. So my ex got his shoes on and he goes out there, and we had to get a towel, put underneath him to raise him up on his back legs and help him walk up the steps and into the house to my room. He's 115 pounds, so there's no way neither one of us could carry him. He was panting pretty bad, which indicated he was in pain, and he would whine. He had no control over his back legs at all. And Saturday night, I took him to an emergency vet. And we were there a long time, and I'm not going to go in detail because I'll start crying. I had to come back and do this little part and add it into the video. The part of me hugging that man was while we were waiting for the vet to look at Phoenix. We couldn't wait in there with him because of the pandemic, and I had to go outside where my son and ex-husband was, and my son had reached out his arms to give me a hug because I was crying, and that was the man that I was hugging in my dream. So now I'll continue with the original video. They told me that, we could do all these tests to indicate what's wrong, but the outcome would be a very expensive recovery, and he might not even recover because of his weight, his age. He was 9, and he might not recover fully out of treatments. So we decided the best thing to do was put him down. Well, he suffered really, really bad. They couldn't put him down, and they were telling me the whole time that the first shot, because he was in so much pain, the adrenaline was preventing him from going to sleep. Well, and ended up being that they didn't put the going to sleep part in the injection. They gave him pain medicine that did not help. So he suffered. He cried and cried and cried, and he shed tears. Finally, they gave him the second shot, and they put him through a lot of other pain. They kept trying to give him an IV and couldn't, and he cried. And finally, I just told him to give him a second injection in his hip, and both of them hurt him pretty bad. Anyway, he finally went to sleep, and then we gave him the rest of the medicine to put him down completely. It was very sad, very, very sad. You could clearly see the poor guy suffered. He cried. He was very vocal in crying. And then his tears, I kept wiping his tears. Anyway, he passed about 12:50 in the morning, Sunday morning. And, of course, I was upset for many reasons. One, I wasn't ready to let him go. Two, that he had suffered so bad. And that it took so long. It was just a combination of both that had really got to me. So that night I came home, and the vet visit is free because of all of that he had to go through, and they messed up. So anyway, I came home and I went to bed. I took my sleeping medicine and everything, and I went to bed, and I cried myself to sleep. And I woke up to my body vibrating real intensely. A comfortable vibration, of course. And like always, I always look to where I feel something is, and I looked, and I saw a white light being. I'm only calling it a light being because it was energy, kind of bright. And when I seen it, I only seen it for a split second, and it shot up with an incredible speed up through the ceiling. It was like it was there, and then bam, it was gone. It was so instant that I questioned what was that. And then the vibration stopped when that happened. And I rolled back over, and I told him, don't stop. I needed that. And then I started vibrating again. It always starts with my hands, my fingers, and it goes up through my hands to my arms, and then I feel it in my chest and my heart area, and then it goes in my whole body. After that, the next day, I just kind of woke up and just laid there staring at the ceiling, and Of course, I miss my baby. But it was very strange that the pain was less when I woke up. It kind of was confusing because I put 2 previous dogs down before. One, I didn't get to put him down. He died before I got to do it. And the second one was 1.5 years ago. His pancreas went bad and I had to put him down. And it was Phoenix's fur brother. Not by blood, just they were raised together. And both of them had really, hurt me. And this one, when I woke up that next day, I was sad, but I wasn't so bad. And it was confusing. And I feel that being that was here and the vibration I was going through, they were helping me deal with it. Today is the 2nd day that he's been gone. Actually, 1.5 days. And I still feel okay. I mean, I can't say okay. I miss him. Excuse me. I miss him terribly, and it does hurt. But for some reason, emotionally, I'm handling it. And it's so weird because in the past, there's no way I could. I don't recall a visit that I had last night at all. So I can't say anything about that. I wanted to share this with you guys. I wasn't going to share much of my visits anymore, like I said in my last video, because they're all the same. But this one was different because I actually saw a being, and the way it moved and everything was so fast. Do you know in these UFO videos that you watch sometimes, and these UFOs, when they take off so quick, it's just like, and it's gone? Well, that being had left that same way. It was just so fast, and it was like a streak. At first, it was like a white, solid form, and everything happened so quick, I don't recall a face or anything. It was just tall and white. And then when it disappeared, it wasn't like poof, it was gone. It stretched out and just zapped through the ceiling. And it was so quick. I mean, it was the fastest thing I ever seen. But I wanted to share that with you guys. And I have decided to... My dogs are barking. My daughter's dogs are barking. I have decided to join, I cannot say this name right, a Buddhism temple. I've always wanted to be a Buddhist, and always was fascinated in that religion because it's all spiritual. And I'm also right now trying to learn Reiki, which is a vibrational healing. Everybody has it. You just have to learn how to bring it to the surface, and you can help people and heal yourself. So I'm learning to do that, and I'm actually going to get certified by doing that. And when I'm certified, I will be a Reiki master. And that's going to go along with what I want to do in life, is to help people, heal people, teach them all kinds of stuff. I eventually want to open up a healing school. I think I have found my calling, and I feel like these things that are visiting me has been preparing me. All along, I thought they were ETs. The more I think about it, I'm not 100% sure that they are. They still might be, I don't know. But something is also telling me it's my spirit guides. And so when I meditate, I ask them to help me and guide me in furthering myself and learning more what my purpose is and things like that. So again, I've been giving you guys a lot of short videos, and I'm sorry this is that this has not been so upbeat. As you'll see, I've changed my intro video, and I hope you like it. And like I've said in the last couple of videos, I'm not giving up on the UFO research thing either. So I will be changing a lot of things in the future for you guys, and I hope that you find it helpful. And on that note, I'm going to let you go. And my outro is going to be different also. And I love you, and peace to you all. Bye.